Was sparked by a 40-minute BBC investigation that paints a damning picture on the alleged human rights abuses by security officers mandated to protect human life.
The BBC documentary that was aired, is really, one-sided because they didn't have a view of the government. Obviously and sincerely, we really send our most sincere condolences to the families of those affected, and we have IPOA on the cases.
In a media briefing in Nairobi, the government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura described the documentary as irresponsible, one-sided, and a deliberate attempt to distort Kenya's image on the global stage. Mwaura further accused the BBC of failing to give state agencies a fair right of reply and of relying on unverified testimony to sensationalize a complex matter.
Those who did the documentary should have sought government opinion on the same so that they can be fair and balanced, and so that we can have a proper story that also shows the two sides of the situation. For example, they show a parliament being burnt, but they don't show who is doing it.
At the National Assembly, the anger was palpable. A section of members of parliament slammed the documentary, saying the documentary lacked context, ignored the country's progress in governance, and undermined the national institutions.
It happens world over. People are killed, our people are killed. We sympathize, we moved on. Even world over. Much as we agree that our fellow Kenyans lost their lives, unfortunately, but we also moved on to ensure that we reconcile the country.
Several lawmakers called for an audit of foreign media operations in Kenya, with others demanding new laws to protect the country.
We must know, is BBC speaking as a mouthpiece of the government and the people of Britain? Or what is it that the BBC is doing? Could it be an attempt to untwist this country so that they can rescind on the rider that we put on their training of the Batuk units in Kenya, Mr. Speaker?
I would appeal that we set up a select committee to deal with this issue that stemmed not necessarily the finance bill, but the after effect of that finance bill. Mr. Speaker, I humbly agree that we deal with this soberly, and I'd want to discourage us from going through a process which we think may be politically correct, but does not necessarily move us forward as a country.
The BBC investigative documentary, which aired this week, features dramatic scenes allegedly showing police officers firing at demonstrators outside Parliament during the anti-finance bill protests of June 25th in 2024. For Prime Edition, I'm Gladys Mungai.